Well, Mike Duffy's in some trouble again, it seems. Well, not again. Still, the RCMP continues to investigate the expenses of the embattled senator from PEI. The latest has been the release of court documents indicating that police were seeking hotel records in PEI where the suspended senator might have stayed during the winter months while he was claiming his Cavendish cottage as his primary residence. On the phone from Charlottetown with us this morning, the Charlottetown Guardian's Wayne Thibodeau. Hi, Wayne.
Good morning, Rick.
How you doing today, sir?
Very well, thank you, on a sunny, warm day on Prince Edward Island. This is the way PEI is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's sunny all over the region, I think, today. And 27 the high here today, and I don't imagine it's too much farther behind that in PEI, too.
We'll take it.
Indeed. All right, tell us the latest here. So what the police are alluding to in these court documents is that Duffy stayed in a hotel in Charlottetown but claimed his cottage in Cavendish as his primary residence while he was staying at the hotel?
Exactly, and it all boils down to that very heart of the issue, which became an issue when Senator Duffy was first appointed. Is he a senator for Prince Edward Island? Is he a senator for Ottawa? We all know he spent decades in Ottawa as a political journalist. There's no doubting that. Of course, the issue arose as he claimed his primary residence as a cottage in Ottawa, and the issue is whether or not he spent any time in that cottage. Well, what makes the story, I guess, advance a little bit further in the past week or so is that on May 27th, Corporal Greg Horton from the RCMP filed documents in the court seeking, as you said, these hotel documents from three, actually, hotels in Charlottetown: the Charlottetown Hotel, the Delta, and the Great George. Actually, Great George, a five-star hotel, too. Beautiful hotel in Charlottetown. And the documents that the police corporal filed suggested that most of the time, in fact, I think I have the exact numbers here, yes, that of the 481-day period that he checked over a 16-month period, Mike Duffy only stayed in PEI for 35 of those 481 nights. And by his record, and this is not substantiated, it's not proven in court yet, none of those 35 nights were in his so-called primary residence in Cavendish.
And yet he claimed that cottage as his primary resident, and he was getting refunds or getting claims for this cottage.
Exactly, that's the concern here, right? Like the official charges, because I want to be careful because we're dealing with court stuff here.
Yeah.
Is they're talking about his charges are obviously fraud and breach of trust, but making it in simple man terms as possible. Exactly, is he getting paid for a primary residence in Charlottetown, and then the taxpayer is also paying for these hotel rooms, or the primary residence in Cavendish, I should say, and then also paying for hotel rooms in Charlottetown. Now, Mr. Duffy's argument in the past, and he has not provided any additional interviews to us or, to my knowledge, to any other media outlet, he has suggested he has a bad heart. We know he's had open heart surgery now twice. He argues that Cavendish, which is about 40 minutes from Charlottetown and the main hospital here, is far away. The roads aren't great, and his cottage is snow-covered. We all saw the pictures, right?
Yep.
It's a snowbound cottage for most of the winter months. So because of health reasons, he stays in downtown Charlottetown when he's here in the winter months. Now, we do know he spends some time in the summer months. We were out there knocking on his door, so we know he has spent some time there over the past several years at the cottage. But as you said, the question here is whether he's double billing taxpayers, and I guess that's what police are trying to get to the bottom of with their request for these hotel documents.
Yeah, and I'm reading here an assistant to Duffy says that when his visits are short, if he's just there for a weekend, he prefers to stay closer to the airport so that he gets in and out on time. Boy, it just seems, though, that this guy is milking us for everything he's worth.
Well, and I mean, that raises a good question, right? Like, I mean, we all know PEI very well, right? It's not a big province to begin with, but let's face it, you can make Cavendish to the airport, particularly on the outskirts of town, about a half an hour. So I don't buy a whole lot that argument that he just wants to be close to the airport. There is probably something to be said in the heart of winter if indeed he does spend winters in Cavendish, which is obviously a question in itself. But let's just take the man for his word and say he does spend some time in the winter at the cottage in Cavendish. Yeah, in the middle of a snowstorm, I'd rather be in Charlottetown than Cavendish, too. But, what this Corporal Horton has uncovered, where he is suggesting that of the 481-day period that he looked into, only 35 days in PEI at all, we could stop there. It doesn't matter if we spend a time in a cottage or we spent time in a house or in a hotel. I mean, that raises questions right there, let alone the fact, as you said, the issue of the double billing.
Yeah, what's Duffy up to these days? I mean, he's been suspended from the Senate, pending, of course, the next election. election. Is he hanging around the island? Do you know? Has anybody seen him? Has Duffy been spotted on PEI?
Well, I was going to say, usually social media is abuzz when he does come to the island. He has been spotted on the island, but that's about all I can tell you for sure. We've made numerous requests for interviews to chat with him. We'd love to know what he's up to, if he's still representing Prince Edward Island, or because of his suspension, if he's held up, what the issue is. But unfortunately, he is not returning our phone calls.
What about police? What are they saying in regards to the length of their investigation, or when that's probe of theirs might wrap up? Are they giving us any hints at all?
This thing continues to drag on, and what in fact stands out for me is how meticulous the police are being in this case. Like I said, they have spent months investigating a whole host of course, of the senators, starting with Nigel Wright, who of course was cleared of any allegations, Makar, Brazeau, all these senators. But with Mike Duffy in particular, it looks like they're making sure they're crossing their I's and dotting their T's, including pouring through months of hotel documents, hotel bills, and hotel receipts here in Charlottetown. No indication yet when this thing is going to wrap up anytime soon, although I have had a couple of sources in Ottawa say that they were expecting charges to be laid against Mike Duffy any day now. But, it looks like that may not happen until they get some more of this paperwork in place.
Very interesting. Wayne, I appreciate the updates. Thank you very much.
Anytime, Rick.
Have a good one, sir.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye. Wayne Thibodeau, a reporter with the Charlottetown Guardian in PEI. The RCMP seeking all hotel room, rental, and folio information for Duffy and his wife, Heather, between January 2009 and May 2014. The RCMP says that Duffy's personal calendar shows he stayed at the Charlottetown Hotel, the Delta Hotel, and the Great George Hotel during his island stays, but yet he claimed his cottage in Cavendish as his primary residence. And again, an analysis by the RCMP showed that Duffy stayed in PEI out of 481 days over a period of 16 months. He stayed there 35 nights. How many of those nights he actually stayed in his cottage, or how many nights were spent in a hotel, the RCMP have been unable to publicly say anyway. But the inference being that he double-dipped, basically, claimed hotel expenses on top of his housing allowance for his so-called primary residence in Cavendish. And it says here, a Duffy's assistant told police that the senator's cottage in Cavendish is not on the main highway and that he preferred to stay in Charlottetown during winter storms, that the house in Cavendish is snowed in. Also, when his visits are short, if he's here for the weekend or something along those lines, he prefers to stay closer to the airport so that he can get in and get out on time. The RCMP continuing to investigate Duffy for alleged fraud, breach of trust, and bribery. That's connected to the $90,000 check he accepted from Stephen Harper's former chief of staff, Nigel Wright. He's being investigated for alleged fraud and breach of trust in connection with a $65,000 consulting contract to a friend who did little or no work at all. He's also being investigated for alleged fraud and breach of trust relating to expense claims filed for political or personal work unrelated to Senate business. And as Wayne told us, the expectation is that the charges will be coming soon in relation to Senator Mike Duffy, the embattled senator from Prince Edward Island or Ontario, depending.